It's funny to me how a lot of people, especially today, behave. And I think, to be quite honest, social media has done a number on this stuff, because people can see what you're up to, people can see this, people can see that. They can see a lot of things. So if you do something, if you make a move, if you do whatever, people's going to be watching. And people have this symptom, people have this type of rare disease today. Clinically proven to be vaginitis. I don't know, I never read too much into it yet, but there's this new rare condition called vaginitis that a lot of people have. You know, it's terrible. An awful lot of people is getting that nowadays, and I think it's contagious. Like, the more people you get around or something like this, like, it just like rubs off on different people. But anyways, you can't do much today without people being low-key jealous and bitter of you. It's quite amazing, really, how people want to act. Let's say you're on the rise, let's say you're on the come up, let's say you're doing something, you're doing better. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're just doing better. People are going to be watching you, bro. I don't care what you do. You be making music, you be making whatever you want to be making. You get a promotion, you could graduate top student, get a high-paying job. People's going to be looking for any excuse in the book to be jealous and bitter of you. Literally. And whenever you come around them, they can't even hide it, bro. It just like seeps out, because they're so engaged. They're very engaged. That's why I stay low key. That's why I preach to you guys to stay low key. Everyone wants to get a read on everybody today. Oh, how well is he doing? How well is she doing? How is this? How is that? We're not even close. Who gives a flying fuck? Who was doing what? But in the world we live in today, everybody wants to seem so close. Oh, you know them. You gotta be close. No. People are building like connections and relationships nowadays over social media in itself. Let me give you guys an example. There's a few people where I come from, they added me on social media, I add them back, whatever. They didn't seem like too bad of a person. So you do that, and they might watch what you do online, and they got you on Instagram. You make posts, they see it, so when you see them in person for the first time ever, they think they know who you are just because what they saw you do on social media, when that is so far from the truth. Like, they want to talk to you as if they already know you, whenever I'm about to go up to them and be like, hey, it's nice to meet you for the first time, what's going on? But they have this attitude like they know you and all this shit. It's like, the fuck is going on? I don't know you. Like, yeah, I've seen you, I know your name, but I don't know you. You can post whatever you want, I still don't know you. What is going on here? But this happened to me with like a couple people, a couple fellas where I come from, like, just, I don't know if I consider them a friend, I don't know what. But it's like they add you, okay, you add them back. You see each other for the first time, maybe after a year or so, and they just have this attitude like they know who you are. When you have the mindset like, I'm seeing you for the first time, what's going on? It's nice to finally meet you. Like, you have that kind of a mindset because that's a real mindset. But because of social media, people feel the need like they already know who you are. Like, let me give you guys another example. This would be the exact same thing like me adding some famous professional athlete on Instagram that's verified, and I see them in person, I just go up to them acting like I know who they are and all this stuff because I watch what they do. That would be the dumbest shit ever. Like, what are you doing? That would make no sense. I'm not like that. A lot of other people in the world are like that. I'm not like that. That's just me. I can't speak for nobody else. I know how a lot of other people are. I know how I am. And that's it. Like, a lot of you guys that watch my videos, if you ever see me in person, ever, I don't want you to come up to me acting like you know who I am and all this shit, because I don't know you. Some of you I do. Some of you I don't. So it's like, don't come around me with that energy, because we have to talk ourselves now. Like, just because you see me do something or whatever, it doesn't mean you know me, and it doesn't mean I know you. That shit's weird to me, bro. It's not authentic. It's just strange. It's like people thinking, they're thinking wrong is what they're thinking. I don't even know what they're thinking. To me, that's just not authentic. That's weird. Like, I don't know what else to say. And like, this happened to me too with a female I used to talk to. Like, I'm in a talking stage with this girl. Never saw her in my life. We got in a talking stage over adding each other back and forth on social media. Saw her for the first time in person. And it's like they act like they know who you are. But I never saw you in real life yet. So it's almost like a lot of these people think who they are on social media is who they are in real life, when that's not the truth. Like, me doing this video by myself, this ain't who I am. Like, me doing this video, is that what defines me as a person? Are you fucking retarded? I'm gonna be quite different if I get off this video and see you in real life. It's gonna be a lot different. What you see here is not what you would see if I turned this video off, walked up my front door, and then you saw me. It's gonna be different. There's gonna be a different conversation. It's gonna be a different vibe. There's gonna be a different feel to it. A lot of people don't get this, man. A lot of people do not get that. Like, stupid. So a lot of these delusional people, they think social media is real life, when it is not. It is not. Some of these ladies could doll up, look their best on social media, whatever, and they think that's who they are. No, that's not who you are. Okay, you might look good. When I see you in person, that's who you are. And people want to act not like that. Like, what? I'm not stupid enough to think my Instagram is who I am in real life. My Instagram is a fucking meme. Every social media account is a meme. It's not real life. There's like little moments. It's whatever you want it to be. I troll half the time on Instagram because I just don't care. It's not real. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, but it's not real life. You still have to meet a human being in real life. You still have to talk to a human being in real life. And what you'll come to realize is that a lot of the people that want to act like social media is real life, they're the most jealous, bitter, envious, fucking fucked up people you'll ever meet in your life. Because they're not living according to reality. They want to believe there's something they're not. They want to believe you're something that you're not. But when they see who you are and they see your real energy and they see the wits about yourself, they get awfully scared. They get awfully offended. They get awfully like you're taking them out of their la-la land type of a world. This happened to me with other people, bro. Like, they had nothing. They virtually had nothing. I stood there confident. Okay, I'll talk to this person, whatever. And they just had nothing for me. Like, the conversation was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. They're just like robots. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's like they're not even there. It's like everything they're doing is just not there. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. But it's very unusual. And these people tend to be haters because, maybe not every single one of them, but I would guarantee a massive percentage of these types of people are haters. Because when they see a real one in real life, they're going to realize how fucked up they actually are. And it brings them back down to reality. And brings them back down to the world. Instead of this fucking clown world and la-la land that they live in. So these really do be the jealous, envious people. They don't have what you have. So, and you also don't have what they have, vagina-itis. You probably don't have that rare disease that's going around lately, vagina-itis. You know? Fuck, man. The likes of people today, it's something else. Clowns. Absolute jokes. I thoroughly enjoy having conversations with real people. It's a treat. It's a treat because everything else is just, I don't even know. Like, I can't wait to just continue to build the kingdom that we all should be building. And just have the right structured things by your side in life. That's all anybody could ever ask for. Everything else is peanuts. There's too much of that shit going on today, bro. Even when I get around in public, people acting very fucking weird, bro. They don't know how to act. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to behave. It's because they're not being their self. Being yourself is everything. Being yourself is your greatest gift. Being yourself is just, you're thinking and you're like reacting off of your intuition. That's what I do. I listen to my mind, my body, my spirit, and I listen. There's nothing that's telling me to do anything. There's nothing else influencing me. It's like I naturally know what to do all the fucking time, and I don't even know, because like I feel blessed because of it, because I know a lot of people ain't like that. So that's a blessing that I have, and I share this with you guys, because everybody should be this way. If everybody was this way, everybody would be authentic, and I know a lot of you guys definitely are this way. I can tell by a lot of the comments, by a lot of the things that was said, by a lot of the phone calls that we've had, by a lot of these things. And it's like we're scattered all over the world, but there's a lot of fuck shit in this world, bro. There's way more of the fuck shit. And it's quite ridiculous. I would hate to be that. I hate being around it, let alone being it. I hate getting around those people because everything is off. They almost try to take you off your own rhythm. They almost try to like stop you from being who you are. They slow you down. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. They're not themselves. They have a lot of work to do. It's clear as fucking day. It's just by the way they act, by the way they are. Life is a journey. You're supposed to get better. And if you're not, you're going to pay the price for not getting better. I will promise you that. I will promise you that. I never once in my life doubted, well, would I be doing all this work for nothing? Maybe I'll do all this work and it'll all be for nothing. Maybe nothing will ever happen. No. My intuition guided me my entire life. Through the good, the bad, the good, through everything. It's like everything I was always doing was the right thing, even if it wasn't going 100% correct 100% of the time. No matter what. Everything is going accordingly. It's called having faith in yourself, in your God. It's called knowing who you are. It's called being chosen. I've seen comments from select people, not often. Never call yourself chosen. Don't call yourself chosen. My reply to that was, you don't even know what the fuck chosen means. You do not even know what it means. That's why you're telling me that, because your perception of chosen is probably not even what I'm thinking of. You probably think it's some mystical creature or some shit like this. No. Chosen ones is a term for being a certain select type of person, having a certain select type of mindset, living a certain select type of way, not giving in to reality. There's a lot of things that make you chosen. There's a lot of things that brings you even closer to being chosen. So, it's just a term. Don't get your panties in a knot. You'll be the next one ended up with vaginitis. It was a low vibrational comment, to be honest. No surprise. Low vibrational people everywhere. I only plan on vibrating higher and higher and higher. And higher. That's the goal. Why would we vibe with people that are on their way to dying quick? Most of the people around you, even though they're alive, they're really dead. You do know that, right? That's why when you have so much life in you and such positive thoughts and spirits and so much like faith, they can tell. That's why these dead people are hating on you, bro. That's why they're so jealous, low key. A lot of them don't want to admit it, but they are. They can't hide how they feel to the chosen ones. They can't. They can't hide it. It just seeps right out. And it's because they're not on that same tip as you are. They're just not. It's not that they can't, they're just not there yet. But it still don't make sense to me. Because they should use everything in their power to be getting better, but they're not. If you're spending your time being mad, being upset, being bitter, oh, look at what he or she is doing and all this shit. Oh, and you see someone in person, oh. What are you doing? That attitude absolutely sucks. Like, you couldn't have a worse mindset. You couldn't have a worse attitude than you have. Wake up. You see, these people, bro, they don't understand life. That's why they're so confused and mad, because it's almost like you understand something that they don't. And guess what? It's the truth. It's called intelligence. It's called intelligence in heaven and a high IQ. Their IQs are very low. Their intelligence is definitely very low. Because they're so mad, because they're so wrong, because they're doing everything all the wrong fucking way. And they're pissed because you're getting it right. And every time they see you, you remind them of that. That's why they're pissed. That's why they're jealous. We own these people. We are their fathers and mothers. We could father their fathers. And probably grandfathers. And ancestors. We're cut from a different cloth, bro. We are transcending. And a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but a lot of people don't matter either. What do you want me to stop transcending? Stop getting better because it would make you feel happier? Give your head a shake, pal. Go off somewhere else with your vaginitis. I ain't got time for your bullshit. You're the same fucking idiot that does not want to get better. And you're too proud to learn anything from anybody else. I appreciate my people that can actually learn something from me and from others. It's not just me teaching just anybody. It's not just me having an influence on anybody. There's a lot of other people too that are in the picture that probably influence you too. I get direct messages from people that thank me and all this stuff, and I guarantee you there's other people in the world also influencing them. And this is just how it goes. You learn from everybody. And sometimes you can learn a lot more from some than others. Obviously. But life is about learning and growing. And these proud people, bro. These haters. They can't get out of their own way. They couldn't sit there and learn something from somebody else that their lives depended on it because they're too stuck. They're too average for that. Way too stuck. Every little thing that's real offends them and hurts their feelings. Because that's how weak they are in the mind. That's where it comes from. It comes from their mind and their spirit. Everything hurts them. It's the vaginitis symptom. It must be cured. You can look as tough as you want. You can do all this stuff, but you can still have vaginitis because your spirit's weak. And that is the truth. You have to get this stronger too. Over my years in life, all while I was getting physically stronger, I was getting mentally stronger. It was physical, mental, physical, mental, physical, mental every single day. It started every day with physical and it would end with mental, and sometimes it would go physical, mental, physical, mental. Sometimes two of both. And that's a good day's put in. Because you can't just get physically strong but you're staying mentally weak. I know people like that right now. And I know them in real life. It's clear as day to me. You can be as badass as you want and jacked to the tits. Whatever you want. But if you're mentally weak, you're just as fucked. You might as well be a straw. The size of a straw. A toothpick. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. The physical and the mental go together. And I'll admit this. If you do get a lot physically stronger, you will at least get somewhat mentally stronger. But the mental side of things is something that must be worked on very, very hard as well, and a lot of people in today's world neglect that by not wanting to hear the truth, by not wanting to fix their own bullshit, by shying away from things that they shouldn't be shying away from, by not listening to other OGs in the world. You should be listening to everything you should be listening to and shedding tears and swimming in a pool of your own tears if you have to. Let it hurt you. Let it hit hard. I remember when I was 18, 19, watching these motivational videos at like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, going for runs outside in the pitch dark down streets, long ass runs. Come back home, put that on, listening to it, and just tears, like not doing anything, just sitting there, just watching it. And sometimes I'd stand up and walk around slowly, and I'd listen to it, and there'd be like a tear running down my face. I remember it. And I'd just be listening, taking everything in, all the truth, because I came out of a weak ass, piss poor place, which was high school. Nothing but blurry. My whole high school experience was nothing but a blur. A big party sex fest. Playing sports and all this other shit. It might have been fun to some degree, but guess what? Good times create weak men. Hard times create strong men. I put myself through the ringer. I put myself through the hard times on purpose so I could get better. Who I was in high school was weak compared to who I am today. I might have been physically strong, good at sports, all this other shit, but the mental was neglected. So I did the right things, and I'm being 100% honest with you guys here. I did the right things, and a lot of people can't do that. Like, a lot of women today cannot hear the truth about their piss poor actions and behaviors. They can't. I'm not saying every woman can't. A lot can't, though. This is a fact. A lot can't. And they constantly neglect it. Constantly neglect what they should be hearing, what they should be changing now, and they're stuck in their way. Whatever the fuck you're doing, and that's not going to get you anywhere. It's only going to get worse as you get older. You do realize that, because you're unwilling to change. You're shitty shit. Everybody needs to hear the truth. I don't care who you are. Everybody does. You have to want to change. You have to want to grow more than anything else, or you are Foxville. And I really mean that. Too many people today they're taking the decisions they make is just weak. Almost no one today is willing to make harder decisions that's going to benefit their future. Instead, they make weaker, piss poor decisions that makes them even weaker and weaker and weaker. Because they want to feel good, they want to feel comfortable, they want to feel this, they want to feel that. They're not willing to go through the grind. You don't even know what the fucking grind is. Oh, you exercise, you think you go through the grind? There's a whole other grind, I'm going to tell you right now, that you are neglecting. The gym to me is like brushing my teeth. They're equally as difficult. Not very difficult. At all. People might look at me in the gym putting in work, oh my god, he's working so hard. I don't see it that way. To me it's easy. Because that's how bulletproof my mind is. It's about lacking fear. It's about going through the fear. When you go through the fear, you begin to lack it. Because you felt it so much, you went through it so much. You put yourself through so much. Because you demanded that of yourself. And I get it. A lot of people ain't going to be as tough as I am. Or others in the world. But even small improvements will drastically improve your life. Drastically. If you're making improvements, you're on your way to being mentally sharper and better off. There's a lot of people today that is fucking far gone off, bro. Like I said, vagina-itis. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video now. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic and this talk. It's time to get better, man. It's time to wake up. It's time the people out there hating, get rid of the hate. Get rid of the jealous. Get rid of the bitterness and the envy and all that bullshit. It's going to do you no good. It's time to get sharper. It's time to get stronger. Fuck.